Hey there.
Hey,
how's it going?
My mic is muted. Hi. Okay, cool. Hi. All right. Hello.
There's only
Hello.
soup.
Hey,
Big dick energy.
Restart.
Dozer. Oh, God. Damien, hello. Nulling, what's going on? What's going on? Dozer, thanks for the 500 bits, bud.
now click that link. Click that link.
I'm not clicking shit.
Click the fucking link.
I ain't clicking shit.
Do it.
Come on, it's pretty impressive.
Show everyone.
The
Show
sound
it.
files, yes. The sound commands are deactivated, yes. Right, but they still work. Just, click the link. Why am I clicking the link? Oh, you're fire strike. Jesus Christ. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to Nerd Dad Podcast for what day is it today? For July 22nd. There was no podcast last week because I was not feeling good, all that good stuff. So, so we got some things to talk about. Thing with the summer is like news when it comes to like tech news in the summer, it's kind of sparse, I guess you could say. Kind of sparse. So, anyways, gentlemen, say hello, by the way.
Hello.
Cool. Good. Awesome.
Keep it pretty bare bones. There.
How was your guys' weekend, by the way?
It was not too bad.
Not too bad. Let me turn the music off. What am I doing?
Well, I got the new build together today, so
Uh-huh. What do you got?
I linked it. That's my Fire Strike. It's 3700X, 5700 XT. It's pretty. Lots of RGB. Way too much actually, and I'm gonna add more.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Speaking of that, let's get into it. So I feel like all we've been talking about the past couple weeks is AMD. And that's probably where we're gonna start off with AMD. So if anyone here is looking for a 2700X, by the way, it's $200 on Amazon and $50 less for the non-X version. That, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, that is a steal. For
Actually,
$200,
I think it's gone back up, actually. But
let's see.
But if
Yep.
we're able to still find sales like that, I'm sure those sales will pop back up again, and you'll be able to find it for that price.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Guaranteed.
hell, I saw the 2700 with a motherboard comboed for 205.
Yeah. So
pretty
2700X. Well, here's the thing. Yeah. So they both went back up to their normal prices. So $250 for the 2700X and $200 for the 2700. Honestly, I'd probably go with the 2700 anyways.
I would too.
They just
honestly.
overclock the shit out of it. Just kidding.
so I actually picked up the 2700X for my wife's computer
Mm-hmm.
for Prime Day.
Nice.
Because $200 is a great price for that.
One
Yes.
moment. Okay, so
Yes.
you still can actually get the 2700 right now on Micro Center for 180, which still is not a bad
That's
price.
still pretty good.
And if you bundle it with the motherboard, $30 off. So
It's
still
not bad at all,
solid.
actually.
Is that an overclocking board or no?
They're all
Just
overclocking.
any
No,
motherboard.
No, they're not all overclocking. The A320s are not.
Oh, okay, fine. Well, yeah, that's like the cheapest board you can get.
Yeah, hey man, some people have the poor bitch board. It's fine.
But-
right?
I highly doubt anyone was going to buy a 2700X and then pair it with an A series board. Like, come on. Highly doubt it.
But Micro Center might be trying to get rid of some old hardware. You don't know.
That is true. That is.
No, it
that
just
is very true.
says any eligible motherboard. And usually they have a pretty decent selection. They have like 3 or 4 motherboards from each tier.
So, who wants to talk about the 5700X? Because I'm out of the loop right now. I've been out of the loop with everything this past week. So
Well, during Fire Strike, mine hit 71 degrees. That was the same as my 3700X. It runs hot if you torture test it, and occasionally other times as well. Linus Tech Tips had a thermal crash in a Tomb Raider menu,
yikes.
but I think that'll be fixed in drivers. AMD is not exactly known for great release day.
Really good drivers. Yeah, no. True story. True story. Let's see. Oh yeah. So talk about your Fire Strike scores, because I know that you're dying to talk about it. I know
Yes.
it. I see it in your
well,
face. I see it.
Like it says on the Google Docs, big dick energy, and that's all I gotta say about it.
Okay.
So,
And how many times did it take you to get that score?
That's the first run without touching any clocks. That's bone stock.
Wow. It's impressive.
but you're not gonna be getting too much further than bone stock at this
No.
time. They're a wee bit locked down. Is the one thing that makes me sad, and I hope and I pray that down the road they will unlock them. That's one thing that I'm sort of banking on, and why I'm still considering getting a 5700 XT.
So, do you want to go over what you were ranting about when I came into the chat, Bernie?
You'll need to be way. Oh, Bernie's thing. Okay.
Oh, so right now, there are a few benchmarks out that the 5700 XT actually outperforms the 2080 Ti very limited games in benchmarking, which is great and awesome, but the overall picture of those like 5 games is nothing compared to how many games are actually out there. That is a very minuscule amount. But it does make me laugh for the fact that that does better than the Radeon 7, which is their high-end GPU. Yeah, no, get the fuck out. I'm sorry. I don't care for it.
I think the one game, because I just looked it up. The one game where the 5700 XT beats the 2080 Ti is Forza Horizon 4, which if that's the one game
Wow.
you play,
Oh,
better hop on it. If you play any other games, you should probably not choose the 5700 XT over the 2080
like
Ti.
any other game. Literally any other game. If you play solitaire, don't do it.
Even solitaire.
Yeah, don't do it. Let's see. So we talked about the Logitech issue last time
So,
with their security dongle.
update on that. They actually have pushed out a temporary update for that
Mhm.
fix. And
Nice.
they did state that they are going to be releasing an official firmware update to further secure it. So,
Security dongle. Jesus. Okay.
so they are addressing it, because we had talked about that a little bit, where we're concerned that, it's not going to affect a ton of people, and it's going to be mainly, larger places such as hospitals,
Mhm.
things like that, that would be the target of that
Yeah.
flop. But they did address it either way in a relatively, decent time manner, I would say.
Yeah. So on here it says RTX 2070 can be found for $400. I'm doubting that that's true now, because that was probably last week for Prime Day. Did you guys buy anything on Prime Day, by the way?
I bought a 2700X, the 3700X, and a 5700 XT.
Nice. Very
uh,
nice.
Yeah, I'm not really finding. I didn't buy anything. I saw a few things that were decent, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. Like, they had Echo Dots for 25 or 2250, I believe it was. Not a bad deal. Really wasn't.
Yeah,
that
but
was
how many
for
Echo
game.
Dots do you really need?
I have none.
I have 3 and 2 full-size Echoes.
Wow.
But
Judging
I
you a little
understand
bit.
why you do easy.
Judging you just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Nah, they're useful in like most of the rooms of the house and shit. They really
Yeah,
are.
I have one. I just tell it to turn my lights on and turn it off. That's it. That's literally it. So we have leaks of the RTX 2080 Super. And I'm pretty sure if you have been in the technology landscape in any way, shape, or form for any amount of time, this comes as zero surprise to anyone here. Literally, no one here is surprised that they would be coming out with a 2080 Super. I'm not.
They announced that, I thought, that they're doing a 2080 Super.
No,
Yeah, that should be.
they never like officially announced it. Like when the 2070 and 2060 came out, they never like officially said it. But there were like rumors that it was coming out. It's just like, bruh, we know already. Like we know it's coming out.
The 2080 Super would be coming out until like September or something like that,
Yeah.
right off the get-go.
Yeah. But
Either way, it's not looking fantastic. I mean, it's an upgrade, and
Mhm.
it's as much as an upgrade as like the 2070 to the 2070 Super, but
Mhm.
it's nowhere. It's not going to be anywhere near like the 2080 Ti, which is what people were hoping.
So
that it would tear up.
that is the question, though. Are they still going to have a TI?
It
Yeah.
looks like they're going to maintain the 2080 Ti, but they are not going to do a 2080 Ti Super.
Well, yeah, that would be just ridiculous. But I mean, like for like next generation, for like the 21 series or whatever the fuck they decide to call it, right? Are they going to come out with a TI version, or are they just going to keep supers and non-supers?
So the next thing from Nvidia is Ampere. I don't think we're going to get another RTX lineup unless it's like a lower grade, kind of like the 1660s are, where they don't have the RTX on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think likely we're going to see the 2080 super, or the super cards right out until we get Ampere news, which is probably in like 6 to 8 months.
Damn.
And
Yeah, it's not too far out.
that's their leap to 7 nanometers apparently. So like AMD has matched them okay on some budgets, jumping to 7 nanometers, but as soon as Ampere goes there, I mean,
What's that going to be?
Ampere is
Yeah.
that's their new architecture.
How many
Yeah,
nanometers?
that's-
So-
5?
7.
Oh, 7. Okay.
So they're catching
Yikes.
up to the same nanometer, but they're still outperforming being on a larger nanometer.
That's a yikes right there. One
Yeah.
day, one day. Actually, no, I don't think I can even say that because I don't believe it.
One day in your dreams.
One day, I hope that. Well, I mean, we said the same thing when it came to CPU performance, but
Yeah, it's sort
Uh,
of like what we talked about the other week with. I'm curious what will happen with Intel, or where Intel's performance will be versus AMD's once Intel gets down to 10 or 7 nanometer.
I don't know. I think that, like, I know we talked about it before, but I do think that AMD has something in the pipeline. They're just not saying anything right now. See, we don't.
I'm-
Thing is, if they do have something in the pipeline, we're not going to know about it like for a while now.
Well, we know what's coming next. Around the same time as Ampere is Navi 20, which is going to be their higher end cards, so probably like a 58 or 5900 somewhere in there. And then around that same time, we have a third competitor coming in with Intel.
That's going to be
What is the
interesting.
XE cards?
Yeah, it's going to be really
And
interesting.
I think Intel will fail, and Radeon will be behind them or behind Nvidia still. And I think Radeon is just going to sell to Intel.
Well, I guess we'll just wait and see. So Tegra vulnerability and quick patch. I did not know anything about this.
Yeah, so a researcher found a huge Tegra chipset attack, alerted NVIDIA about it. They had over 4 months to fix it, and they didn't. they said that they were going to fix it earlier, like in May or something, and they didn't do it. So the guy just went public, and then on Thursday, NVIDIA patched it. So as soon as he went public, they're like, yeah, we should probably patch that then.
And that's saying something because a lot of mobile devices have Tegra processors in it, including the Switch. So just think about how
Which-
many Switches out there.
The bringing up the Switch is sort of interesting because Nintendo actually potentially faces a lawsuit, class action lawsuit now, because of their Joy-Cons.
Oh, I remember hearing something about that a while ago. That they've stole a patent from someone.
No, drifting. They're defective.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't experienced that, but then again, I haven't played my Switch in like a month, 2 months actually. So, but yeah, I know quite a few people that are having quite a bit of issue with that.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure they'll just be like, sorry, we'll fix it. So, Apple is reportedly in an advanced talks to buy Intel's modem division for $1 billion.
Yeah, that's crazy. Intel's pretty much done with like their 5G modems, I guess, or
Mhm.
their modems in general.
That's insane.
And well, Apple has the money.
They're the world's they're the world's first $1 trillion company. So yeah. So the question is why?
I don't know.
You think they're going to make more Airport Expresses? That's the only thing I can think of. Or Apple might be I think that's what they'll probably do for it. They'll probably use them for like new, because when was the last Apple modem that they had out, or router, I guess you could say?
A long time ago. I don't know.
At least like 5-6 years ago, and it was the Airport Express. So maybe they're gonna revamp the Airport Express. I could literally care nothing about that actually.
I mean,
Right.
well, it's kind of a big deal. 5G speeds are matching and beating, our wired connections right now
Yeah,
across most of the U.S. So
that's
Which
true.
is pretty sad.
that is very true.
Wireless is beating freaking land services.
Mhm.
well, I imagine we're all going to get cancer when 5G rolls out everywhere. But
Jesus.
yeah, no, it's good speeds though. I mean, you gotta fight like super radiation or gigabit speeds. Make your choice.
I'll take
the
radiation.
Yeah, I'll take the radiation for a gig up, gig down. Kidding me? Please, hell yeah. So let's see. MSI new Max boards with larger BIOS chip and improved Ryzen support. I mean, I would assume I don't think anyone's surprised about that. Honestly, I haven't seen any of the new MSI boards. Let me see them now.
So it's the new Max lineup. They're just increasing the BIOS size because right now, if you as an example, to switch on that board that I'm sending you, to switch to Ryzen 3000s, you would have to eliminate your APU support and all that kind of stuff. So they're literally running out of space. Well, I mean, it's not like a huge deal, but you never know if you do a trickle down and throw an old APU in there.
True. What I really want to know is who comes up with the names of these motherboards? The Mortar Max, why? Why? Just I don't get it. I don't get it.
It makes me laugh that you bring that up because I have actually heard multiple people speaking up about NVIDIA's naming choice of going with Super. Like, people are not liking the name Super. Like, okay, I understand that it's not a TI card. It's not how they usually do things,
Marketing.
but they don't like the name Super.
I mean, yeah, I will agree with them on that one because Super just Super sounds like they were at a board meeting, and they're just like, all right, so we need a name for our new series of cards. What are we gonna do? And like, I feel like someone was off in the corner, be like, okay, do you want super salad? And someone goes, super, got it. There you go. Like I feel like that's what happened.
I feel like it was more like in that board meeting, someone's like, "What are we gonna call these new what are we calling it? Like super cards or whatever?" And someone was like, "That's genius, Bill. You've done it again."
He's like, dude, I was kidding.
Bill's
Please
like,
don't call
"Please
them
don't.
super.
Please don't call them super."
Yeah, and then
Please.
whose idea was it to put a green label on top of a black and silver graphics card? Like,
Did you see the? Did you see the posts of like people peeling off the super labels and like below
Really?
them is just the regular cards because they're just recycling coolers,
Yeah.
including like it's literally like like someone printed out the word super and just put it right over the other card. Like, this is perfect.
They slapped
God,
it
can you
on.
imagine being tasked with that job? Like, all right, Jim,
Oh,
we have about 4,000 graphics cards that need to go out, and they all need labels. Get to it.
start
Like-
printing and slapping them on.
Like, sir, but I need to go home with my family. You'll go home when you're done.
No, I agree that there's nothing wrong with reusing a cooler from an older model if it works.
Agree 100%.
I mean, people are doing that with the 290s on their 5700 XTs because they work better.
Yeah.
Right.
The point is that like it's a poorly peeling label
Yeah.
and you peel it up and it's the old name still on it, like the same
They couldn't
label.
Like,
They couldn't simply print a new version of that cooler, like the same cooler, just updated graphic on it saying super.
and like the regular coolers are like, I'll be the first to admit, like they're pretty sexy coolers. Like I think they look really, really good.
I don't mind them.
But man, just that is just no, nope. It looks just ugly. Ugly. I don't like it at all. All right, so
I
God.
put a link in your chat so you can see it.
Oh my God,
It's
you're not
pretty
kidding.
good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. It's just a sticker on a sticker.
I would take the one sticker off and just let people think I had a regular 2070 and people like,
Yeah, you get
Damn,
a
that
really,
thing's
really
You
well
get
binned
that kind of-
2070.
Exactly.
That's it. It's just a really nicely binned 2070. All right, Bernie, you can talk about all the deals and stuff like that.
All the deals.
All the deals.
Once again, I personally think that Humble Bundle really has not brought anything new to the table, like any legit decent
feel-
deals.
I feel like you literally say that every week.
I do
Every week.
because it's hawk to see the new bundles and they just keep failing me. So those are nothing impressive once
I
again.
need to go wash my face. You guys talk.
Okay. Steam, I haven't really seen a whole lot of deals either on, unfortunately. They've just sort of been the same. Xbox Live Gold. Yes, that looks delicious, by the way. Xbox Live Gold. I did actually see a deal on it for, I think it was $40 or $45 for a year, which isn't terrible, but you can find that deal pretty much randomly throughout the year. So I don't know if it's necessarily that great.
yeah, it's not spectacular. I mean, it's okay, but now that they're doing the other stuff, lasagna,
Yeah.
fucking garbage. First off, I'm gonna have to pause you. Lasagna is fucking garbage. You're garbage. Lasagna's delicious.
I would have to agree. It is amazing. I think you need to get your priorities straightened out big time.
Wait. Is it like Fazoli's or like store lasagna, or is it like homemade better?
He's not specifying. Oh, he hates pastas? Well,
Just hate pasta.
you're one of those special people, I'd have to say.
I don't understand you. How do you
Neither
hate
do I.
pasta?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
He-
C till the
who-
end hates pasta.
Yeah.
Whoa,
He's
whoa,
a
whoa,
fucking
whoa, whoa.
monster.
Damien, wow. We need to
We're
talk about
pausing
this.
everything right now.
We
We're
need to
pausing
talk about this
everything.
later on because
There needs to be an
I feel
intervention
like
right
I feel like personally attacked right now. I need okay.
Like I thought we were getting along. Like you're into guitars, computers, and shit. Now you're
Tomato
like
sauce.
fucking hate pasta.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay,
whoa.
tomato
Wow.
sauce. Okay, here's the thing. Tomato sauce, like I can kind of get, right? Like that I get, but like pasta, like I
So
don't-
many good things.
I feel so betrayed right now. I. Okay, were you talking about how much you hate the humble bundle again?
No, I was just commenting that there aren't any new spectacular deals, and Steam hasn't really had anything too special either. I did see a deal for Xbox Live Gold, on sale for like 40 or 45 bucks, which you can find randomly throughout the year. So it's nothing that new per se.
Mhm.
It's the same deal that you could get in the next 2-3 months again,
Yeah, but
it's still there.
I gotta say when it comes to like Game Passes and stuff like that, I think Xbox has the better deal in my opinion.
Oh, they
it
definitely do
comes
for the
to-
Game Pass. I wasn't referring to the Game Pass. I was referring to Xbox Live Gold,
Oh, okay.
their service. I saw that on sale, but their pass, yes, I think Microsoft is on the right track and a better track than I've seen the other companies do. Like EA, they had their pass thing, but fuck EA. Sorry.
Tell me how you really feel.
I really had a problem with them back when I found out that they literally were scanning your entire hard drives for information. So that's why I have an issue with them.
Oh, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Ah.
All right. So I don't have a PlayStation, so I can't tell you about any PlayStation bundles at all. And I don't.
I got
really...
that. I got that one. Don't worry.
You got that one?
Humble Bundle has a PlayStation bundle, and that's all I know.
All right. Cool. Anyways, so since the last time, the Switch Lite has been released. It has been released. And basically what I'm getting from it is if you already have a Switch, you're good. If you don't have a Switch, but you want a Switch, but you don't have a TV to hook it up to, then go with the Lite. Yep.
It's also a bit cheaper, which
It's
means
$200.
like
Yeah, it is cheaper than, Can we unmod? We're not gonna unmod him. We're just gonna have to. Someone should just send him a whole thing of pasta. So yeah, like
Pasta of the month club.
I get it, right? Because the Game Boy is basically dead.
Yeah.
But like everybody else is saying, why do they keep calling it the Switch? Because it doesn't switch into anything. It doesn't. Nothing clicks. Nothing like that. So they could have called it something else. But I get also why they call it the Switch now, the Switch Lite, because the Switch is now like a brand. I guess you could say it's like a product
They should have
line.
called it Switch Mobile.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Well,
No.
does it still have the USB-C on the bottom? Right?
Yes.
Well, then it might actually support.
Nope.
Like,
It doesn't. Someone already
no,
tried.
none.
Nope. Someone already tried.
Don't worry, someone will break it. Someone will hack it.
Someone tried to because it has to do with Nintendo's DRM, where they allow normal switches to output to the TV, but the Switch Lite, Nintendo did something and they disabled it, so you can't do it at all. So maybe someone will be able to taped it in the opposition. Yeah. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna I'll give it a little time, and I guarantee that someone will find a way around it. Guarantee it.
Well, I'm digging that Pokemon version of it. That's pretty.
So
Yeah,
sick.
I like the different colors. I think that's a great idea. I think it's a really good idea.
here's a workaround. Get a capture card. Route it through a capture card.
No,
Bam.
it just doesn't work.
So you can't capture a Switch Lite. So if you want to
No.
stream,
The only way you could capture a Switch Lite is apparently like pointing a camera at it and trying to be real still.
I'm trying to not die right now, so please hold.
Why are you dying?
off with them, I say. Well,
Oh my god, I just saw
another-
that sneeze. No, I just saw that sneeze. That was a big one. Go ahead, Bernie. You were going to talk about the other thing.
So with the Switch, I do think it's pretty interesting. You know, the third-party maker of controllers, 8-bit, has a pretty strong controller idea that seems to be getting a lot of attention. That looks like an old Super Nintendo controller, which I'm sort of all for. Like, I'm sort of down for that.
Let's see.
I would consider getting it.
Oh, I've seen that controller before. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing new. It's just making it compatible for Switch.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Is I think that's great. Like for the Switch, I think
It is it's a really nice controller. By the way, it's really
I
nice.
dig it.
Yeah, if I owned a Switch, I would probably try and save up for it because I'd be super fucking stoked to have a controller like
One
that.
thing I do like about the Switch Lite is that it has an actual D-pad. That I actually like, because the regular Switch does not have a D-pad at all. This one actually has a directional D-pad that you can use like a normal D-pad. You know. But yeah. So they're probably gonna come out with like a bunch of special editions with the Switch Lite. So they already came out with the Pokemon one. Probably gonna come out with like a Zelda one. They're gonna come out with a Mario one. They're gonna come out with so many special editions.
Yeah, they do
And-
that with all their consoles and handhelds, though.
Yeah.
Every single franchise, they'll be like, special edition. Wait, we need 5 special editions for that one.
So here's the thing, Nulling. First, I doubt that this would just this just happened, right? Like, I'm pretty sure they've had the Switch Lite in production, like developing it for quite a while, even before Reggie left. But also, like, that bears the question, right? If you have a Switch Lite, why would you want to hook it up to the TV anyways? Like,
Well, Bluetooth controllers. like
you
the Pro
can,
controller.
yeah, but then if that's the case, just spend the $50 more and get a regular Switch. You know, like the Switch Lite is meant to be taken everywhere, just like the Switch, but it's just meant.
Yeah, but I think it's a lower entry cost to the system. Where parents may be more apt to get it for their kids.
Yeah, and like you
You
don't
know,
have to
with a
worry
handheld,
about the you
but-
don't have to worry about the drift, like we're gonna talk about in a second. You don't have to worry about that on that, And it's a single sturdy piece of plastic, and yeah, it's something that that you could give to a kid and not have to worry about him breaking off the Joy-Cons.
But what I'm saying is that the entry price is lower, and so the whole thing about gaming is that you expand on it. So like if think about like a PC, you'd be like, why would someone buy an APU system for their kid, or like why would you buy an APU system? Well, eventually I could put a graphics card in it. I can expand on it, and so I think the Switch Lite has that same potential, but they locked it out on purpose, and that's unfortunate.
I give it a year. I give it a year until someone finds a way around it. Because,
Or-
like I said, from what I heard, it's part of Nintendo's DRM that they disable
Or-
it, like on the software side.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Or Nintendo could just patch it and look like a good guy in 6 months when they do something fucked up and, like, ban videos on YouTube again.
True.
Like,
Very, very true. And like we mentioned before, so there is an issue with the Joy-Cons, and apparently, if you constantly take the Joy-Cons off and on, put them on, take them on and off of your Switch, it causes them to not pair. I think it is not pair correctly, and even with it like connected to the Switch, they won't work. So, who thinks that Nintendo knew this was going to be a problem ahead of time and just said, "Meh, we'll deal with it when we get there"?
oh, for sure.
And
Me.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think they still don't really care all that much because they still are not doing a whole lot about it,
Dude, Joy-Cons are $80 a pop. Screw it. People
Yeah.
buy them.
right? More
I
money.
don't think there's much that they can do though. Like that's the thing because it's not a software issue. It's an actual physical connection issue.
Yeah, which means that they released a faulty product, and they have to.
I mean, I don't know about that one because like the Switch came out 2 years ago. This is just starting to come up.
And to be fair, I am confirming it right now. The Switch does have a 12-month warranty. So if you're experiencing the issue, you can just contact Nintendo and they'll send you new ones. So it's not really.
Actually, from what I've read on that lawsuit, Nintendo has actually sort of been fighting that and not honoring the warranties,
Mm,
which interested me because I was reading through that article about the class action lawsuit, and people were claiming that they were having troubles with Nintendo's warranty for the Joy-Cons.
yeah, but that doesn't surprise me honestly. Like almost every company does that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
When
but
it
that's
comes, like-
unfortunate with how expensive they are, though.
Yeah, that's true. How much were the Wii nunchucks when they came out? How much were they? Like
50?
50 bucks?
Yeah, like
or
50
something?
bucks, something
Something
like
like
that.
Yeah, 40 or 50, one of
Yeah.
the two. Because
So,
they
I
were
mean,
cheaper than a regular controller, but they were still, up there. I think they were 40, and then they came out with like the super, the better motion tracking ones, and those
Mhm.
were 50. I think is what it was.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Guess we'll just have to wait and see what they do. So I'm guessing that Dozer put this in there.
This is pretty much all me. For anyone that does care,
Yes.
WoW Classic will be opening up name reservations early on, I think it was August 13th. So you will have to have an open sub. So basically, out of everyone that's here, I will have to have an open sub to go reserve my name on August 13th, and I want people to know.
Yeah. So basically, once WoW Classic comes out,
We'll
you can
see
pretty much
Big Dick
forget about
Energy
seeing
running around.
Dozer. Like, that's it. Dozer will be only playing that.
It was good knowing you guys.
So we're gonna need another host. So I know Damien's dying to come on, so we can have Damien come on. So I saw this posted in the Discord earlier today. And I think literally no part of me cares about it. But Asus made a new phone.
Yeah.
A new no, I really don't care. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not that I don't care because it's an Android phone or because it's Asus. Not the case. I just don't care about gaming phones in general.
Well,
It's
here's
hol-
the thing, though.
Hold on. That's because it's just I'm talking about just me. I don't really game on my phone. I know a lot of people that do. And like the Razer phone when it came out was cool. Had some features that I'm just like, oh cool, that'd be really cool to have on the phone, like a 90 refresh rates, 90 hertz refresh rate monitor, like all that stuff. That'd be cool. I personally just don't game on my phone that much, honestly. So, but I know a lot of other people do.
I'm not even necessarily, I don't do a lot of gaming either. Like once in a while, a mobile game, and usually it's a pretty fucking basic game where who cares if we get 90 hertz or 120 hertz. But the thing that gets me is that this phone has a 600 milliamp battery. You're able to game on that for 7 hours straight. It's gonna be quite a long time.
How big is the battery?
6,000.
6,000. All right, so
The next highest is like 4,200.
I'm calling shenanigans because constant gaming, like straight up gaming, I don't think it's gonna make that long. Mm-mm.
Here's the thing with the gaming phones. If the Steam Link worked really well and I had a killer controller and I could just play games while I took a shit, I'd be all for gaming phones. But it doesn't work well. The controllers are buggy. You know, it's just not worth my time.
But I'm
And
not
my
even
time-
going in.
My time in there is precious.
See, I don't even care so much that it's a gaming phone. It's more of that giant battery, having that nicer screen, you know, so when you are taking a dump, you can have a nice high quality going at 120 hertz.
Yeah, no. I like again. I don't care. I don't play games on my phone. Literally, the only thing I use my phone is for text messages, YouTube, sometimes Twitch, and like the only other game that I play on my phone is let's see, what's it called? Where is it? It's this little ball game. It's hold on.
You like playing with
Hold
balls. Got it.
It's just a little ball game. That's it. Like, if I can hit this, I'll be impressed. That's it. That's literally all.
Oh man.
That's it. So like, I would be excited for this phone for the battery alone. That's it. 6,000
that's-
milliamp hours is fantastic.
I think
That's
with
what I was getting at.
with a battery that large, I just think they're trying to take the crown of largest explosion from Samsung. I don't think I don't think it's a good idea to just carry that much in your pocket.
That's what she said. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna. You could talk about that. I don't even know.
All right, some dude drank some nasty ass bathwater. You can Google that shit, and we'll move on.
Who
Gross.
was it? Was it the Gamer Girl bathwater?
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
it was the Gamer Girl bathwater.
Oh, I heard that.
And then he-
I heard that store was fake.
I don't.
heard
I
him
ugh.
drinking.
And sadly, I still believe it because there's going to be people stupid enough to be like, "Oh, I drank the water. She's a part of me now. Yeah, I'm famous," or some dumb shit like that.
Delphine.
Daphnia? Or
It's Belle
Delphina?
Delphine, I think,
Or Delphine.
or whatever her name is. But okay, I said this before. I'm going to say it again. Good for her. Okay.
To market something so stupid.
Because
and be
exactly,
successful.
if I had the ability to sell something that fucking stupid and have people buy it in mass, by the way, I would.
Oh yeah.
So,
in a
like,
heartbeat.
So she knows her audience better than anyone, and she knows what kind of bullshit will sell. So you know what? I tip my hat to her. I give her a round of applause because that is smart motherfucking business. I don't care what anyone says.
I'm with you there. She's a fucking genius,
Yep.
but still fucking crazy how many dumbasses out there will buy
Yeah.
dirt juice bathwater.
Bernie,
So
there's a lesson here. People are thirsty as fuck.
literally
There's
and
some
figuratively.
thirsty motherfuckers out there. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Some thirsty motherfuckers.
She is literally like that is the definition of hustle. So like, you know what? I'm gonna give it to her. So she deserves that. So here's something interesting, and I have a feeling we're gonna be talking about it for a little bit.
Yes.
So we all know of Alinity. We all know the controversy that she was in before. Now there's more controversy going on around her. I'm pretty sure that some of you guys have heard about it already. She threw her cat over her head. People are upset about that. And then on top of that, there have been clips that have come out where she gave her cat vodka, which I don't have a cat, so I don't know, but I didn't know that vodka can kill cats. Didn't know that.
It can kill humans.
Well, yeah, that's true. So okay. Here's my thing. Does she deserve to get banned? Yes. For how long? Don't know. Is she going to get banned? No.
No.
She's not going to get banned. She's not going to get suspended. She's not going to get anything. Why? Because she brings in too much money for Twitch. Plain and simple.
See, here's the thing, though, that I will argue that not simply because she brings in too much money, because look at Disrespect. He brings in more money, yet he still got banned. Granted, his was a lot harsher.
Yeah,
a lot
and
more,
his was also his was
yeah.
in retrospect his was a lot worse.
But so there is potential that she could get banned. Now, personally on it, yes, I do think she should have gotten, like a week ban or something. Be like, hey, cut that shit off. You've had multiple incidents where it's not cool. You've sort of fucked up. Get with the program, or we're gonna keep hounding you even worse. Next time it'll be a month. Next time you'll be banned for a year. Who knows? But watching that clip, she shouldn't have tossed the cat, but honestly, that cat was in no real danger. I mean, let's face it. Easy and I talked about earlier, cats jump off of fucking houses and are just fine.
I'm just too busy just watching her. I didn't even notice what game she's playing.
5 feet in the air, I don't think it's gonna hurt that cat.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I don't. I mean, I think if the vodka thing is true,
it is.
and she
I saw a clip of it. Yeah, it's true.
You know, if she gave the cat actual vodka, that's an issue. But
if the clip, the link that you put, in
I just need to keep scrolling, right?
Just scroll down. Yeah, just scroll down.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, the vodka thing's awful.
Here's the thing with the vodka. She didn't directly give the cat vodka like everybody's saying. What she did was she took a drink of vodka herself. And there was some on her lips, and the cat licked her lip. So yes, she shouldn't have done that. Yes, it is wrong. But people are twisting it to sound much worse. Like she's giving the cat a bowl of fucking vodka to lick up. No.
Yeah. I mean,
what was on her lips.
I'm sure that like everyone realized that the cat's fine. I think it's a mixture of, people wanting to be upset and offended for insert reason here, and also just not liking her either. I'm pretty sure if it was like anyone else, like a very I'm pretty sure. No, any like top streamer would get the same shit. They would get the same thing,
Yeah. But if you did it or myself did it, people are like, whatever.
Yeah, people wouldn't care. It's because she's so famous and all that stuff. Like, meh.
And popularity really does affect, how people react to what you do.
Well, people really dislike her, especially with like the PewDiePie copyright strike thing and like all that other stuff. Like my cat jumps off of my shoulder because it can. I really don't think like tossing a cat over a chair is a big deal. I really don't. The vodka thing's a little fucked up, but like, I mean, cats jump from high spots. That's all being a cat is besides sleeping. So
there is one more thing too that if you read, there was an incident where she kicks her dog. Okay, that sounds terrible. But if you actually watch the clip, she did not really like kick the dog like people make it out to sound once again either. Yeah, she shouldn't have done that, especially live, but I don't think that dog was like even phased by it. Just like, oh hey, you're giving me attention. You rub my belly, huh? You play with me?
Yeah. It's
Like-
just it's more people just don't like her and want to get rid of her and
Yeah.
want her off the platform than, you know, than oh my god, she threw a cat over her shoulder. Like the cat, let's be serious now. Cat doesn't give a
That
shit.
cat's fine.
Cat's like the cat's like, all right, fuck. Like now I just gotta climb back up on there again. Like why did you
Right.
do that? Like the cat doesn't give a shit. You know?
I just think there's so many legitimate other reasons to get her off of the platform. It'd be
Yeah, and-
fantastic.
It's
Then,
Right.
like,
I put it the same way like I'll get like for like a second political, but there's a reason for it. It's just like when people go after Trump, right? People go after Trump for like the dumbest thing. But it's like, no. If you're going to go after him for something that's like meaningful, not stupid shit. Same thing in this in like this instance. Like if you're going to go after her for something that's worth it, not because she threw her own cat over her shoulder. If you're going to go after her, then go after her for something you know it's going to stick. Not for something stupid like that. Because all it's doing is just giving her more attention, more notoriety, and getting people to talk about it. That's it.
So here we go. Here's a study that was done. By an average of 132 cats falling from an average of 5.5 stories, reaching terminal velocity of 60 miles an hour, 90% survived.
Holy fuck!
Cats can survive terminal velocity at a 90% success rate. I really don't think like tossing a cat behind a chair is going to hurt it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But yeah, so that's stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's this about Tom Brady someone who put that in there?
Oh, he deflated another ball?
no, this has nothing to do with his balls.
Well, it kind of does.
Well, like years after.
Yeah.
So he like his kid was they were on vacation. They wanted like they were at a cliff for cliff diving, and he like runs and grabs his kid's arm, and then like pulls the kid off of a cliff with him to go cliff diving, and like it's dangerous. It's close to rocks and stuff, and so people are being like, aggressive at him. Like maybe don't pull your 6-year-old along with you off of a cliff.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous. That's just really dumb.
So, speaking of something like that, that reminds me of a story. This is a little bit older, where this person, or this mother, I will say, went to go buy a pool. Well, it couldn't fit in, so she put the pool on top of the car. What did she do to try and hold it down? Tied a kid on top with the pool to transport it back home.
Wow. Mother of the year right there.
Right? I mean, come on. Like, that's pretty fucking hard to top right there.
Listen, it doesn't matter if you are a millionaire, a billionaire, if you're an athlete, movie star, or a janitor. The one thing we can all agree on is that people are fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Plain and simple.
100%.
People are fucking stupid. Try not to be stupid.
Yep.
That's it. If
Do your
if,
best.
if you learn nothing from anything today, just try not to be stupid. So changing gears completely. The Avengers finally beat Avatar for #1 film of all time. And that makes me happy.
Excellent.
Yes.
Makes me very, very happy. Very. Oh, he's a football person. Yes, he's a football person.
And Disney's
So yeah,
happy.
Disney's very happy. Everyone else is very happy. I'm very happy because fuck Avatar. But yeah. So
Damn, tell us
Endgame.
how you really feel.
Endgame just beat out Avatar for the #1 highest grossing movie of all time. And then on top of that, Comic-Con, Marvel's panel at Comic-Con happened. And they announced a whole bunch of stuff. They announced like their next like 10 projects, which include Black Widow movie coming out in May. The Shang-Chi movie, Eternals also movie, new Doctor Strange movie, fantastic. They also
Another
announced
Thor, right?
Yep, they also
Thor
announced Thor 4, which is going to be awesome because they're going off of I forgot what his name is, but it's basically there's going to be a female Thor, and they announced that Natalie Portman will be female Thor. So spoiler alert, by the way.
Rip.
So that's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that because if they do it like they do in the comics, because Jane Foster becomes Thor in the comics, Thor becomes Odin's son. He basically loses the power to wield Mjolnir. So he gets a different weapon. And Jane Foster becomes female Thor. But the twist is that when she's human, she has cancer. She's actually dying of cancer. So whenever she becomes Thor, her cancer goes away. But when she turns back to normal, she goes back to being a normal person and is dying of cancer. So it's a really interesting play on how they do that, and they could use that to explain where the hell she's been for the past 6 or 7 years since the second Thor.
I kind of have an issue with that though. Like, why does she get the name?
Because that's
like his name.
Yeah, I don't know. They just call her. I forgot what they actually do call her, but I think they just call her the female Thor. But
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah. But then she announces that like she tells people who she is eventually, and they call her Jane. But yeah, that's
Wait.
gonna be very interesting.
Blade? They're making
yeah.
a new Blade movie?
Mahershala Ali is Blade, and the guy that was in the Green Book and House of Cards. I am so excited for that. It's not even funny because Mahershala Ali is a fantastic actor. And my only request is that they keep Blade rated R. That's it. If they're going to keep it, like, I just want them to keep Blade rated R. That's it. That's all I want them to do. So, what else did they?
Interesting.
They announced other things. Yeah, S.H.I.E.L.D. is getting canceled, which, whatever, I don't really care. Yeah, Doctor Strange 2, that's going to be really good. Just a lot of stuff. And then there's shows. WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, a bunch of other things. I haven't seen Lion King yet. I hear it's good, but I'm pretty sure it'll be the same thing like the first one. The original.
Wait,
But-
I wonder if his mother or father tosses him off the cliff there.
What-
When they're like holding him up. It's like, and over you go, the shoulders.
Oh, you're talking about Rafiki yeeting him off the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fantastic meme. I love it.
Just,
So
I gotta say it. I just pasted it into your chat. Discussion from like 4 years ago when the comics did this. Someone says name female Thor shouldn't be called Thor. Blah blah blah. Multiple non-Thors have used the hammer without taking the name. It'd be like Cable changing his name to Steve while he uses the shield. It makes no sense.
yeah. I don't remember what they actually call her in the comics. So yeah, no, I agree, 100%. It's stupid. But that's actually really funny. Still don't worry about it, Damien. Let's see. What else? Pick something you want to talk about for the end.
Okay, easy. You're up. You first.
The biggest thing for me was, like a week ago, the Galileo satellite navigation network went dark for a full week in Europe. They lost their
had
GPS server.
no GPS. It's all right. We're good though. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We're fine. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Sure.
I wonder how many people actually got lost just trying to go to the grocery store or something simple like that.
You would be surprised, probably more than you expect.
Oh, that's my whole point. Is it's probably a staggering amount of people. Like, shit, how do I get here again? I haven't fucking looked at road signs in how many years? This little voice tells me.
All right, Bernie, pick something you want to talk about for the end.
So, I would like to know. You can't even. Fuck
I can't.
you.
Just go. Just do it.
So, the Moss has 11 confirmed kills. You need to protect your home, guys. And I even have a link on how to protect your home from fucking Killer Moss here. There you go. Protect yourselves. Be armed.
I just. I'm sorry
Oh.
for the meme. Like, I'm sorry that we made a joke of it, because now it's gonna go on forever. By the way, it's just gonna go
And
on forever.
also, Irish moss causes cancer and kills. It is proven.
proven.
but-
Chat proven.
On a serious note, Irish moss is not actually a moss. It is a type of red algae.
By the way, this is what he links something from a website called Raw Amazing, right? It's not CNN. It's Raw Amazing. You can buy cookbooks and shit.
Oh, Jesus. Oh man.
It was the
That's
first thing that
ridiculous.
came up. There's actually, if you look it up, many things that do talk about it, though,
Mhm.
because of a chemical inside the red algae.
Okay.
Didn't I say last time that it was the algae that you should be afraid of?
Yep.
And here it
You
is.
did!
Yep.
And that's why I find it even funny.
And the last thing I'll talk about is, ooh, this has nothing to do with anything we talked about. They just premiered, or actually 2 days ago, they just showed off the brand new C9 Corvette, and it looks like sex on wheels. And I'm a car guy, so I love cars, and it looks so nice, and it's so fast, apparently, from what Chevy is saying. 500 horsepower. For the first time ever in Corvette's history, it is a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive car. And it looks sexy as hell. And you can get it for like under like $80,000 or $70,000, which is insane. It goes 0 to 60 in 3 seconds.
This is a 2020 will have a base below 60,000.
Yeah, dude.
That's
just
crazy.
the base. Yeah.
Below 60,000, that does excite me.
Yep.
But if it were to be around 70, 80,000, I'm sorry, you could go get newer Camaro or Mustang or Charger and soup it up and have like 800 horsepower more.
Yeah, but that's not why you buy like.
I know, but you can also
yeah,
then
but
put
you
custom body kits on it and make it look fucking schmexy.
you buy a
Come on.
Corvette. You buy a Corvette for the name. Like, yeah, you could do the same thing, but then like you buy a Ferrari for the name. Like you buy a Lamborghini for the name.
Yeah.
You know, a $60,000 Corvette in like with what you get for the performance for the price.
No,
like-
I'm saying under 60,000, that excites me. But when you said like 80,000,
I'm talking about
wasn't
for
so
like
exciting.
I'm talking about for like the top of the line, like the Z06 or the ZR1, whatever they decide to call it. Those are probably
so
gonna
the
like the
one that's gonna be
higher
pushing
trim.
800.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I thought you
Mhm.
were meaning like that's the base entry.
No,
It's like,
no.
that's
The that's been like the hallmark of the Corvette, that it's, you know, you get this amount of performance for, you know, this amount of money, which in retrospect really isn't a lot of money with what you get. And it looks really, really nice. I like how it looks a lot, actually. I think it looks real sexy. And
Yeah.
a lot of people are complaining that it's mid-engine, and I'm just like, yeah, well,
That's a
if
good
it's-
thing.
yeah.
If it's under 60,000, that's great. I'll fucking buy that shit. Hell yeah.
Damien, I know, but like it's not it's not meant for you. Like it's not meant for you or for me. Like If you have the
Like-
money to buy a Corvette, you're not going to ask how much it is, to be honest with you. Like, you know, it's meant for a specific type of people.
Yeah.
And it's only coming in automatic, like an 8-speed automatic. I don't think it's coming in manual at all.
Will it have
I-
the paddle shifting though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think
Better
it'll
at least
come.
have
I
that.
don't. I honestly don't think it's going to come in a standard at all. So. But yeah, that's. I think that's it, boys.
Yeah.
That's it for this week. Any parting words that you guys wanna say?
Well-
No.
Actually, there is one thing, though, which we really have not discussed, and we have about 5 minutes.
Sup?
So, the reason why we came up with the name is we're all dads or about to become a dad.
I thought we
How
talked
is
about.
that for you?
I thought we talked about that at the beginning, like the first.
Very,
the first one.
very briefly, we did, but we really haven't, talked at all.
Uh huh.
So, what are you most excited for here? Then, being that you're about to become a dad.
More dad jokes.
More dad jokes.
Yep. Now I can actually use dad jokes and have them be like, yeah, I can actually use dad jokes, and having the baby on stream and having people be like, oh my god, he's so cute. I hope my
Yeah.
kid's cute. That's it. I know that I think every guy is just like, every parent I should say, is just like, I really hope my kid comes out cute.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly guys, because when I say that to like my female relatives, they get offended when I'm like, I'm so glad my kid was cute. Man, he could have been ugly. That would have been scary. And they're like, that's terrible. And I'm like, it's true though. You've seen ugly babies and you're like, what are you so proud of? And like,
It's
No
just
off-
like
no
what was it last night? I'm like, no guy ever calls his girlfriend ugly, or his wife or significant other ugly. No guy will ever do that. Like, so that's why I never ask like my friends, like whenever they're starting dating someone. That's why I never ask like, oh, is she cute? Is she hot? Because it's always gonna be the same thing. I've never met a guy go to go to one of his guy friends and be like, oh, is she cute? Have him look at his friends and go, no, dude, she's fucking hideous. But
Okay.
I love her anyways. Like, no, that's not a
I-
thing.
I have a friend that done that. Yeah. He's like, she's nice though.
So that actually makes me laugh. The one guy that I used to work with, he's had multiple wives in the past, always ends in divorces.
Jesus.
Well, before I lost contact and didn't talk to him anymore, his last wife, he flat out said, "Yeah, I know she's not that good looking, but I don't have to worry about her cheating on me."
Wow.
That
Wow.
was what he fucking said. I was like, "Wow, you are a fucking tool. You are a piece of something."
Wow.
And they all end in divorce. You don't say. That's crazy. That
Yeah, I don't.
surprises me.
I can never
Right.
guess why.
Exactly. It was like, oh my god. And you wonder
Jesus.
why nobody sticks with you. You've been
My
married
God.
over 4 times. So that just proves you wrong that there are a few individuals out there who are special
Yeah,
enough
well.
to say that.
I can't wait till I actually meet one.
Right? It was something.
Well, gentlemen, I think that's about it for this week. Yeah, I think I think that's about it for this week. So, say your goodbyes. Give your
All right.
goodbyes to the chat and all that good stuff.
No, I have one more thing to say.
Oh, let's hear
Yeah. Pasta's fucking delicious.
it.
So
Yes.
that's all I got.
Yes, it is. Pasta is delicious with as much cheese
Yeah.
on it as possible. Yes.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
I agree, 100%. But yeah,
I don't
so that's it for this week. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm gonna end stream for a little bit, and we will come back and we'll play some games and all that good stuff. So, thank you for hanging out. This will be on the YouTube channel tomorrow, most likely. 99% be on the YouTube
Okay.
channel tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Stay in the chat, and we will be back very, very soon. So, say good night, guys.
Later.
All right, take it easy.
Bye,
Peace out.
peeps.